Hey everyone, it's Carolyn. Today I have another pick a pile reading for you. And so for today's pick a pile reading, we're going to be focusing on what blessing is going to be coming into your life. So I have 4 different piles for you to choose from, and I decided to go with cards that had some type of rainbow on them, because to me, when I think of blessings, it reminds me of like finding that pot of gold under the rainbow. And so the first pile is the Judgment card from the Golden Wheel Tarot. The second pile is going to be the World card from the Chakra Tarot. Then the third card is going to be the Temperance card from the Prism Tarot. And then the last card is the Four of Cups from the Light Seers Tarot. So take a moment and pause the video as you meditate on what blessing is meant for you. You can always watch more than one pile, just do what feels right for you. This is a general message, meaning it's for lots of people, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm also going to have all of the timestamps in the description box down below for each of these piles. So if you were drawn to angel numbers, check out those numbers and see if any of them are resonating for you. I want to say if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. I post multiple videos every week, including more pick a pile readings like this. I also do other collective videos and zodiac readings, and I also do educational videos to help you all in your spiritual journeys, along with unboxing videos of different tarot and oracle decks. I'm going to have more videos of mine linked in the cards above that you can watch after this one. If you want to get your own private in-depth reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below. And so with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start the readings. So those of you who chose the Judgment card, I have your card off to the side here. So for the rest of your cards, you have the 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 5 of Wheels, Justice, Sweet Temptation, Card 1, All in the Golden Afternoon, Inspiration, Creative Spark, Imagination, Conception. Card 13, The Return of Aphrodite, Temple, Birth of the Goddess, Guidance, Goddess Energy, Treating Us Sacred. Card 43, Endurance, Keep Going. And card 36, Time Out, Awareness, Contemplation, Solitude, Time Alone. So I'm going to rearrange these cards so you can see them a bit better. So I think it's so fitting that you chose the Judgment card, because when we look at your cards and what your blessing is, I definitely get the sense that there is some rebellion going on in your life, where you are getting this opportunity and blessing to go for what you want, have this opportunity to break away from the people that are holding you back, from these fears that you have, and you are actually going for something that you want. It's not what others want, and it's not something that others even necessarily approve of, because I really get the sense with this Judgment card that you chose that when it comes to your blessing, this is an opportunity that you have manifested, that you have been wanting but never felt ready for, never felt like it was actually possible. It's like you always felt like there was going to be something in your way. And I really get the sense that there's going to be something going on with this opportunity where you realize that you don't care anymore. Like, you're not trying to be perfect. You're not trying to appease others. You are just going for it. You're taking that risk. You're taking that gamble. Because the 3 of Wands energy, it's an energy about having new horizons opened up to you and really going out on your own and exploring, breaking free. I sense some of you, this blessing could be moving out of your current place, especially those of you where you live with others, if you live with family or roommates or friends. I really get the sense that it's like you're leaving them behind. You're starting this new journey, this new chapter of your life on your own. You're being more independent, because I really get the sense that the people in your life that you've been surrounded with in your environment, they're giving you this energy of the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Wheels. And so what I'm being told with this blessing, it's like you currently have been going around feeling this fog over you. It's really been keeping you feeling stifled and trapped, because it's like you were so caught up with these fears that you have, and the what ifs, and it's like you are really stagnating yourself in your life because of this. And I feel like this blessing is giving you an opportunity to realize, like, hey, this is the 9 of Swords. This is fear-based. This is not reality-based, and that you have the power to overcome it. And I feel like with this 3 of Wands, you are being given the tools with this blessing to overcome this 9 of Wands, where you are now having some sort of a plan to overcome your fears, because your fears are not going to be something that you can instantaneously turn off. It's not going to be something that you can just magically one day heal, but it's like you are taking those steps to not let your fears control you and not allow them to define your life. I get the sense with the Five of Wheels that this is really you stepping away from others, becoming a lot more independent, and letting go of the baggage, letting go of the past, letting go of the people who are holding you back. I get the sense that this blessing is not a blessing where it's fixing things for you, but it's a blessing in the sense you were given an opportunity and you know it's too good to pass up. You know that this is what you're meant to do, and it's going to not even necessarily be a thing that triggers this feeling in yourself, but it's more so going to be your intuition telling you this is your opportunity. This is your chance to break free. This is your chance to set up boundaries. This is your chance to get away from whoever this is in your environment and allow yourself to go for what you want and not feel ashamed, not feel guilty, not feel like you're a failure or doing things wrong. Really letting go of all that fear and going into the unknown very optimistic. It's like a really big major shift in your mindset, where with this Judgment card, it's about embracing yourself. That's why you were drawn to pick this pile, because this blessing that's entering your life is the fact that you literally aren't caring about others. Because with this Sweet Temptation card, here you have these two girls, they started to eat the strawberries, and here they're being caught. But it's like you can see that they're not fearful about it. They're not frightened. They're laughing. They're having a good time, because it's like, yeah, they got caught doing something that they shouldn't have. But in the grand scheme of things, is anyone really harmed? Is anyone really hurt? No. And so I feel like that's this blessing coming into your life. It's like you were realizing like, hey, the way I live my life, the things I want to do with my life, they're not hurting people. And there's nothing wrong with what I'm wanting to do. And if this person doesn't support it, they don't embrace it, that's okay. This might not be for them, but it's for me. And I'm not gonna allow what they would or wouldn't do dictate myself and my life. I really get the sense that some of you could be dealing with overly controlling people. And so this blessing is that you were given the chance to walk away from them. And it's like, it might be a bittersweet thing. It might be something where it's like, they should have been more understanding. They should have been more supportive. But the thing is, you can't go and change things for them. All you can do with this blessing is change things for yourself and the view of how you judge yourself and treat yourself. That's what this blessing is, because it's an opportunity in your life that's going to change how you allow others to control you and how you allow yourself to view yourself. Because I feel like this fear has been manifesting in a way where it's been making you feel bad about yourself, where your self-esteem has been low, where you have been feeling like you're wrong or feeling ashamed is really the major energy I'm getting, where it's like you feel like you can't do anything to win. And I think this blessing is because it's almost reaching like a breaking point where it's like, okay, with this Justice card, if I'm never going to win, why am I trying to prove myself to them when it's never going to be enough, when it's never going to be what's going to actually make them feel the way that I want them to feel about me? And so instead of putting their priorities over yourself, it's like, you know what? I'm going to start doing things for myself. If I can't prioritize their happiness and have it actually create the life that I want, then I'm going to start prioritizing my own happiness. And that's why you're going to be having this opportunity, this blessing, where you are making the choice to choose it. Because the thing is, we always have blessings and opportunities coming into our lives. But the difference with this one is that you are actually utilizing it. You were actually going out and chasing it. You are having this endurance card with keep going. It's like you're moving towards it. And it's like you were taking time out of your current routine, of your current life, where you are not letting this opportunity pass you by. What I'm being told with the return of Aphrodite, Aphrodite represents love, and she can also represent self-love. And so with the return of Aphrodite, this is like you learning how to love yourself, you being given a blessing to embrace yourself, start to love yourself more, start to respect yourself more, and gain a lot more confidence. Because Aphrodite, one of the main things she has about her is confidence. She knows who she is, she knows what she wants, and she's not gonna let people get in her way. She's gonna go for what she wants, and she attracts things. She's a manifester. And I also wanna say with card number 1, All in the Golden Afternoon, it says inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. This is your start. This blessing is a new beginning for you to end this current cycle that is going on, that is not making you grow, not making you become the best version of yourself, not making you a version of yourself that you like and you love and appreciate. It's like closing the door on this chapter, removing all the negativity and all the things that are hindering you and making you feel this Nine of Swords energy here, this fear energy, and actually going out and embracing this new opportunity, allowing you to go and almost be like the Fool, where you are going and you are learning about yourself, you're discovering things about yourself, and you are creating this new spark, this new life for you, where you're no longer going to allow fear to control you. You are going for what you want. You are balancing your life, where it's actually one that you enjoy. Because I feel like that's the biggest thing going on right now. It's like, not necessarily that you're not happy, but you're definitely not thriving. You're not doing as well as you could. You're not feeling like your best self. You feel like you're settling, or like you are sacrificing parts of your happiness in order to appease others. And I really get the sense this blessing is an opportunity to say, why are you doing that? It's making you question things. It's making you trust your intuition and take a leap of faith on yourself, taking a chance on yourself, and actually allow yourself to embrace who you are, and also embrace the fact that you might not necessarily know who you are because of this Nine of Swords here. You've been living in this fear for so long. You need to discover things about yourself with this Three of Wands. So the blessing is that you're being given the opportunity to do this, to make a change, to start a new beginning. And so this new beginning is going to be different for all of you, but the overall energy is the same, where you are going to be given a fresh slate, where you get to start your life over in a sense. For maybe it's not everything changing about your life, but the drastic parts, the parts that you were unhappiest with, that's what's changing. That's what this opportunity is going to bring into your life, and it's going to help you discover what you actually want, because you might not know what you want, but now you are going to have chances through trial and error to figure out what you want for your life, what big picture makes sense for you, and also what brings you happiness, because sometimes the things we think we want don't actually make us happy. And so I definitely feel like this is a blessing that's giving you this chance, giving you this opportunity, but you're going to have to test out the waters. You're going to have to try new things, but overall, you're going to be taking the time out for yourself to actually connect with yourself and get to know yourself. And in turn, that is going to help you figure out all these questions that you have. You're going to start to get answers, because this is like the conception. And so it's like, this is your start. It's like when you're a baby, you don't know everything. You have to learn all these things. You have to build up habits and have a routine in which you are actually able to understand things. And so this is your chance to start something new and learn all this about yourself. And I really get the sense this is going to bring a lot more balance into your life. I also get the sense that if you have been dealing with people in your life who are trying to sabotage you or hold you back, you're going to be able to overcome whatever it is they are doing and take the time out to keep going, to move away from them and get them out of your life, where you are no longer having to deal with your conflict. And in turn, because you're no longer giving energy to them, you are going to be able to give this time and energy to yourself and focus on your goals and manifesting what you want and bringing it into reality. I really get the overall sense that your blessing is a shift in your time, in your energy, to focus more on yourself and your own happiness and prioritize yourself and put yourself first, which is something you haven't been able to do for a while. And so this blessing is really more personable and really more about you and your connection with yourself above all other things, and really knowing where you need to set clear boundaries with people and who you need to remove from your life in order to actually feel like you're at a place where you can accept yourself and embrace yourself. So I'm sending you all so much love and light as you're going through this. Let me know if you need me to re-explain anything in the YouTube comments down below. If you want to get a more in-depth personal reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything is going to be linked in the description box down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I'm also going to have more videos linked in the cards above if you want to watch them next, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose the World card, I put your card off to the side here. So for the rest of your cards, you have the Knight of Wands, the Hanged Woman, Ten of Swords reversed, Nine of Coins reversed, Four of Cups, Spirit Guide, Old Ghost, Card 2, I wonder what will happen next, Ready to Adventure, Precipice of Change, Pause before action, and card 25, the Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. So I'm going to take a moment to rearrange these cards so you can see them a bit better. So I'm sensing that your blessing is a second chance. I really get the sense that you are getting the chance to have a redo in a area of your life that you felt like you kind of failed in, or you felt like didn't exceed expectations and you had to walk away from and put a pause to that chapter of your life. It's like now this blessing is providing an opportunity for you to go and redo it. A lot of you, I'm getting the sense that with this Knight of Wands, this is something that has to do with another person, where you are getting a second chance with them. They are coming back into your life. I also want to point out, when we look at your chakra cards, we're missing the root chakra. And so the root chakra is not here. And so that's telling me that this blessing has more to do with ideas or the imagination, where it can't be grounded. I feel like this blessing is not grounded. It's not really rooted in a particular outcome. So you are getting the second chance, and that is what this blessing is. It's up to you what you do with it, with what comes next with number 2. I also think it's kind of fitting that you are pile number 2 and you got number 2. This also appeared with pile number 1. The card that came out was number 1 for the Alice in Wonderland card. So I really get the sense that for you, with this being number 2, this is an energy about you taking the action on your life, you getting this blessing and deciding what you're doing with it, how you are going to make this second chance work out in your favor and not allow history to repeat itself. Because your lower chakras are reversed, to me it's indicating this is where the issues lied with not getting the outcome that you desired. So starting with the sacral chakra, which is 9 of Coins reversed, the 9 of Coins is an energy about independence, self-sufficiency, and kind of taking a step back, relaxing, not allowing things to really phase you because you feel confident with everything that you have going on. And so when it's reversed, to me, this is an energy of feeling like something is missing, doubting yourself, lacking that trust within yourself, that trust that things are working out. I get the sense that in the past, when you were presented with this opportunity, you didn't fully believe in yourself. You didn't fully think that you were capable of it, or that this was capable of success, and because you had those doubts, you were planting those seeds and they continued to grow. I really feel like you are being told with this blessing that your mind controls a lot, and so if your mind is thinking that it's a failure or there's no hope or anything negative, then that is going to be the outcome that you get. And it's not necessarily because of other things, but it's because of you. If your mindset is saying this is failing, then you're not even going to try to make it work. You're not going to try to save it. And so when you're sitting like, I wonder what will happen next, because you're already thinking negatively, you're only thinking of the negative solutions, the negative options. And so you're not going with the positive. You're not trying to do anything to prevent that failure from happening. And instead, you are almost like having a self-fulfilling prophecy. And that's what your spirit guides want you to know, because also with this old ghost card, it's like, one, how can you learn from your past to prevent it? But also with this opportunity coming up, it's like people from your past are going to be re-entering your lives. And it's like learning how to navigate those relationships, those dynamics, anything that has been going on that you haven't addressed with them, learning how to address those old ghosts and bring it up and work through them instead of running and hiding from them. Because the thing about ghosts, they can have like a negative connotation where people are afraid of them. But the thing is, it's like you don't need to be afraid of it. You need to learn from it. If you choose to be afraid of it, then it's going to be intimidating. It's going to be scary, but that's what you're choosing to do. And so that's what your spirit guides want you to know. I also feel like with the spirit guide card, it's like your spirit guides are giving you this blessing, this opportunity, and telling you like, hey, this is your chance to get a new try at it, to see it with fresh eyes, a new perspective, and a perspective in which you have learned from, you have grown from. Because I feel like there has been some time you have become a different person, and those of you where you're dealing with another person, they also have grown, they have changed. And so it's about learning how to navigate your past selves and connecting through those issues that weren't resolved, but also navigating your new selves and what you now have in common and navigating those changes as well. And so that's where the Knight of Wands, this is represented by the throat chakra. This is telling you right now, as this blessing is presenting itself to you, you really need to make sure that you are communicating, that you are speaking up for yourself, you're standing up for yourself, and you are also defending the things that you want. Because the Knight of Wands, Wands is more of our passions or creativity. This is saying, when you want something, fight for it. If you don't want something, let it go. But if there's something that is important to you, don't brush it off. Don't negate it because you feel like it's not that big of a deal. You're trying to make the other person happy. Say what you want and work on a compromise. But don't just push aside everything that you want just to make the other person happy. Going to this 10 of Swords, this is with your solar plexus chakra. So the 10 of Swords upright is an energy almost of defeat, being stabbed in the back, feeling a little bit betrayed, and being overly burdened, where you were carrying too much, you were doing too much. And so to have it reversed is you choosing to pick yourself back up. And so what I'm sensing, Spirit wants you to know with this card when it comes to this blessing, again, going back to this communication, is making sure that when you feel like you're having a situation go on that doesn't quite feel right, or it's too much for you to carry or too much for you to handle, don't just take it. Don't just accept it. Say no. Set boundaries this time around, because that's really is going to be what the difference is between failing again and having success. You need to balance yourself. You need to balance your energy and your time. Make sure that you are doing things that are working towards the outcome you want, and making sure that you are actually working towards an outcome that you actually want, not just doing things for the sake of doing them or moving forward. Because if your passion's not in it, if you are just pushing yourself more and more for an outcome that's not truly desired for you, you are going to get burnt out again. History is going to repeat itself, because the solar plexus chakra is your determination. It's your willpower. So if you are working towards things that you don't really want, why are you going to have that determination? You're not. It's eventually going to falter. It's going to break, and it's not going to be sustainable. So if you want this second chance to go good, if you want this blessing to actually be worthwhile, then you need to make the conscious choices in your life to make sure that you are balancing everything, so you are not becoming burnt out. Take a break once in a while. That's okay. This blessing is not going to disappear if you don't do it all at once. You can take your time with it. It can be slow. It can be a process. This blessing doesn't have to be start to finish overnight. That's not going to be something that is actually going to be healthy for you. And this blessing is meant to help your life, enhance your life. It's not meant to hinder you. So don't allow yourself to act out of fear or do things out of fear that it's going to go away, because it's not. Then you have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups upright is an energy about being very focused on the things in front of you, being very focused on almost feeling like you're lacking things, and feeling like you don't have a solution. Meanwhile, the solution is right behind you, but yet you're not turning around to see it. You're not seeing what's being offered to you. And I think what your spirit guides want you to know when it comes to this blessing, you have to be looking for this blessing. If you're not looking for the blessing, if you're not looking for another chance or a chance to redo things, it's going to pass you by. Because the thing is, this blessing is going to enter your life. But if you choose to do nothing, if you keep wondering what will happen next, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to keep waiting. That's not it. I'm going to keep waiting. It's going to pass you by. This second chance is not going to come around multiple times. And so you have to be ready for it. You have to act on it. So that means not allowing yourself to soak and get caught up in failure or disappointment, or unhappiness, and really realize that, hey, I'm going to be given an opportunity. Someone's going to come back into my life. An opportunity is going to come back into my life. I'm going to be given a second chance. And so when that comes, don't disregard it because you feel like you're going to repeat history. Allow yourself to take this opportunity and prove to yourself that you've grown, and history is not going to repeat itself, because you have the Hanged Woman, and this is the crown chakra. And so the thing about the crown chakra is this is where we receive information. This is where we receive downloads and kind of how we learn and adjust to different things. And so with the Hanged Woman, this is a card about a new perspective, about finding solutions, about being trapped and figuring a way out of it. And I feel like that's what's going on now, is you feel a little bit trapped by the situation that didn't go your way, or by the negativity associated with this that you have been carrying since the situation did not work out. And so this could be like shame or guilt, but it's like you have been carrying around this burden of failure or disappointment, and now this is your chance to let all that go and free yourself from carrying around that burden, and have another go at this and try it again, and then see if you can actually change things into an outcome that you actually want. And I also feel like as this goes on with this blessing, it's going to show you what you actually want with this Knight of Wands, where you're working towards things that you actually desire. And so if you get this second opportunity and you are doing things again, and you're realizing the more that things go on, that end goal that I'm working towards, I don't know if I actually want that. I think I might want a different goal. You can then adjust things and work towards that instead. This opportunity is your blessing, but the goal doesn't have to be your blessing. If that's not something that you truly want anymore, you can use this energy and put it towards a different end goal. And so don't be afraid to make adjustments now that you have grown and you have learned from it, because the lesson is what this blessing is. It's not the specific outcome or goal that you want. And with card 25, the Selkie and her skin, this is about reclaiming your authenticity. So this blessing is teaching you what is truly authentic to you, what makes you truly happy, and how you can go for it and not allow yourself to get stuck in your way, not allow the past to cloud your judgment and your perspective, not allowing your past to define you anymore. That's really what this blessing is learning how to let go of this past. So now you can go for things. You're not going to have the doubt anymore. You're going to have the balance. You're not going to be burdened anymore. You're not going to be betrayed. You're not going to feel burnt out. And then also knowing when your opportunity is there that you actually take it and you don't miss out on things, because I really feel like this combination is what made you fail before, because one, you weren't really focused on it, because you weren't giving it 100%. You didn't trust yourself fully enough to do that. And as a result, because you had all of this fear going on, it made you take on too much, trying to push yourself too far, too fast. And by doing that, by being so focused on your goal, by being so focused on what you wanted, you weren't seeing the other paths, the other opportunities, the other things you could have done that would have strengthened this and actually made you have a stable foundation to get to your end goal. And so then things fell apart. They didn't work out. But now this blessing is coming into your life to teach you how to learn from this, how to build your future in a way that's going to be sustainable for you and actually get you the end result that you want, and teach yourself what that is. And so I really feel like this is going to be a really good time for you in your life, and just allow yourself to learn from things, allow yourself to trust yourself some more, and not allow history to repeat itself, because I think as long as you're prepared, you're going to be okay. So just remember this and try not to forget it, because I think if you forget it and you ignore it, then history could repeat itself. So really just make sure that you're taking care of yourself and doing things in a way that's balanced and healthy for you. And so I'm sending you all so much love and light as you're going through this. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Let me know in the YouTube comments down below how this resonated for you. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe and turn on that bell notification. I would love to have you a part of this family. I post videos every week, including more pick a pile readings like this. I also do collective readings and zodiac readings along with educational videos to help you all in your spiritual journeys. I'm going to have more videos linked in the cards above that you can watch next. And if you want to get your own personal in-depth reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's linked in the description box down below. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose the Temperance card, I moved your card off to the side here. So for the rest of your cards, you have Clarity, New Beginnings, Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles reversed, Standing Tall, card 23, we're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. Card 11, changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Card 2, transparency, honest, authentic, genuine, present. And card 38, guide, a guide, mentor, or trustworthy ally. So I'm going to go ahead and rearrange these cards so you can see them a bit better. So the first thing I want to point out for you is that you were drawn to pick the Temperance card. And the thing about Temperance is that it represents alchemy. So basically you have all these tools at your disposal. You have your skill set. And by combining everything, by having patience and dedication, you can create anything you want. But it's going to require patience on your end. With Temperance, it's not about manifesting something quick. It's about manifesting something that is secure and stable in the time period that is required for it to come into your life. So what I'm sensing for you, you have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So with the Nine of Pentacles being reversed, this is an energy that is typically about relaxing, getting everything you want, being at peace. And because this is reversed for your blessing, I sense that this blessing may not be relaxable. It may not be bringing in this sense of serenity and peace, but what it is going to do, it's going to allow you the skills you need to have clarity on the situation and bring a new beginning in which you are working with others. You are collaborating with them because of this Three of Pentacles here. And with the Three of Pentacles, you are building something better and you are working together where it's not just you. So the Nine of Pentacles can also represent an independent energy. And so I get the sense with this blessing, it's not an independent journey. This blessing is helping you, but it's not just affecting you. And I say that because you have the Knight of Swords here. And so the Knight of Swords is someone where they're focused on a goal, they're focused on answers. And so with that being said, with this clarity, I really get the sense that this is talking about you getting answers from an ongoing situation going on in your life in which other people are involved in. I get the sense that with the card We're All Mad here and Changed in the Night, that this is a situation in which you are getting clarity on this person. You are getting clarity and understanding on them, and this blessing, it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, but not really in disguise. It's almost like you have been racking your brain with questions, maybe things aren't adding up, but there's definitely something off about someone in your life. And you have been trying to pinpoint it, and this blessing is that you are finally getting answers. You are getting insight where you're being told you're not crazy. It's not in your head. You are being presented with facts. Things are becoming transparent, and you are trusting yourself. And with this being said, I get the sense that there are other people in your life with this guide card in which you are going to them and you are asking them for advice. So you have people, you have a team who's going to help you with this situation. And that's where you're not independent in this, because even though the situation might be happening to you, people's true colors are being revealed. And with that being said, you're going to be able to stand tall because now you know where you stand. I feel like any ongoing games or things that were kind of making you feel crazy or insecure, they're coming to the light and you are realizing them. And that's where you have this new beginning where you literally have the day and then you have the night, because this is indicating to you, it's like everything that's hidden with that moonlight, everything that's hidden in the dark, in the shadows, is coming to the light with the sun. This blessing is that things are going to be discovered, truths are going to be discovered. And this is going to be for those of you where you feel like something's off, but you haven't been able to pinpoint it. Those of you where that's not resonating, you don't feel like anything's been off, this is saying that you are going to be given direction. You are going to be given guidance with this blessing. It is providing answers and insight for you. It's also providing you with a support system, someone in your life who's this guide, mentor figure, where you can go to them for advice, where you can go to them and get help, and they're going to have your back. They're going to watch out for you, and they're going to help you make the changes you need to in order to change in the night and allow yourself to go towards your goals and leave behind the things that are not helping you, the people who are not helping you, because now you're getting clarity. And so this could also be for some of your habits where you are not having good habits or healthy habits that are actually helping you get your goals. And so this person is going to come into your life. They're going to help you and hold you accountable. I really get the sense that this blessing is a wake-up call for yourself where you're getting truth, honest answers. And with that, you're deciding things for your life. And so you are taking in the information and it is allowing you to figure out what to do with it. And when you are confused, it's like now you have this downloaded information, now you have new understandings of things, and you have this third party who's willing to help you figure it out. I really get the sense that this blessing is showing that you were supported, that you were loved, that you were cared for and protected. And so I feel like whatever has been uneasy in your life right now, whatever has been feeling unbalanced, there's going to be answers. You're going to get a direction. That's what this blessing is really letting you know. And by doing this, you're really going to be able to focus your energy and level up where you're not allowing this current situation to hold you back. Because I really feel like when you get answers, you're not just going to have answers and not do anything with it. I feel like once you get answers, it's going to give you a direction on how to move forward and away from the situation. Because I feel like right now you're stuck because you don't have answers. You don't have that clarity, so you don't know what to do. And that's why this blessing is coming into your life and saying, hey, this is your temperance. You have been patient, you have waited, and now we are giving you this answer. We're giving you this guidance, and it's going to help you. And the moment that you utilize this information and you stand tall in the truth and you don't try and run from it, you don't try and hide from it, you're going to be able to do something about it where you are standing tall, you are becoming taller, you are elevating yourself and leveling up. And now if someone's trying to come at you again, or this person tries to come back and they make excuses, you're going to be standing so tall that they're going to try and cut you down, and you're going to see what they're doing. You're going to realize it, and you're not going to put up with it. And now you're stronger and wiser than you were before. This blessing is toughening you up where you're growing thick skin and you're becoming more confident and self-assured, because now you understand why you were feeling the things you were. Now you understand why you were having your doubts and your questions, and now you're learning to trust your intuition more. I really get the sense that with this transparency card, it's not a matter of having the situation become transparent. It's now also understanding yourself and how to be honest and authentic and genuine and present with yourself, with your emotions, and understand what your feelings are trying to tell you. There's going to be a deeper connection with yourself as a result of this blessing. And so I really get the sense that truths are going to come out. And I also feel like for those of you where you have been dealing with someone who's just fake, and you have been already trying to leave them, and they might be turning people against you, or they might be trying to make lies about you, I get the sense that people are going to start to see them for what they were. Like the truth about them is going to come out. I definitely feel like this is about truths being revealed in your life. That's what this blessing is. There's going to be clarity, and in turn that's leading to a new beginning for you, where you get a fresh slate. You get to start over. You get to go for the things you want and not be held back. And so it really is about like either you becoming honest and transparent with yourself, or with a third party situation, the truth is going to be revealed to you about them or to others about them. But the truth is being revealed, and that's how this blessing is helping you, because it's going to give you the guidance you need. It's going to give you the reassurance you need, and it's going to give you the space to grow, to evolve, to learn, and separate yourself, where you're becoming independent, you're becoming confident, and you're no longer having a codependent energy on them. You instead are taking that energy with yourself and the people who are trustworthy in your life, the people who actually have your back. And by having that team, by having that support, you are literally building the perfect life for you, where you are having such a strong and stable foundation that nothing is going to be able to knock you down. And I really feel like this is going to help you out in the long run. You're going to reach your goals. You're going to get everything you want, because you are choosing to allow this opportunity, this situation, to change you in the night, where it's like emotionally you were changing. You have changed quickly in the sense where you are learning from this. You are not allowing the situation to repeat over and over again. You are taking in the knowledge and transforming this into something that you now know, that you can now share this wisdom with others, and you're not going to fall into the same situation again. This is really like a one-time lesson that you are learning, and from now on for the rest of your life, you're going to be prepared. You're going to know red flags. You're going to trust yourself more, and you're not going to allow the situation to continue repeating. It's like you are becoming so much stronger and wiser as a result of this blessing. And so I feel like this is really good for you, and I feel like it's really going to help you out. I feel like this is something that you've been wanting and maybe didn't really know how to verbalize it, and the universe is like, we understand, we're going to help you out, and we're sending you this blessing. So I hope this resonates for you. If you have any questions, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. I would be more than happy to re-explain for you. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you part of this family, and turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. I post multiple videos every week, and if you want to watch more videos next, I'm going to have them linked in the cards above. If you want to get your own in-depth personal reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose the Four of Cups, I went ahead and I put your card off to the side here. So for the rest of your cards, you have the Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, Seven of Wands, Love, the Power of Words, card 30, Law is not justice, rules that are not fair. And then this card came out reversed, but I flipped it out right so you could see it. Card 37, Vision, Psychic Images, Clairvoyance, Seeing Out of Body Travel. So what I'm sensing for you with your blessing, you are someone with this Ace of Pentacles. You are being guided and directed on your purpose with what you want to do. You have a plan, and you have a way to move forward that is working in tandem with yourself, with what you want. That's why you were drawn to this Four of Cups, because you were focused on what you want. And what you're being told with this Four of Cups, this blessing that is coming into your life, is that you right now, you're in sync with yourself. You're in tune with what you want and with your goals and desires, and you're working towards them. And here you are in tune with yourself, and you are having someone or a situation come into your life that is causing you to feel discomfort, that is causing you to feel like something is off about them, in the sense of something is not fair. Law is not justice with this card 30 here. And 3 is the number of discovery. So what I'm sensing with this blessing, it's almost like a lesson where someone is coming into your life, or they could already be in your life, and it's like they are jealous or envious of you. They are trying to hold you back. They are trying to prevent you from moving forward. You know where you want to go, and they are trying to get in your way because they don't want to see you succeed. They want to succeed, and because they're not succeeding, they want to be able to cut let you down. And the thing is, with this love card here, to me, this tells me that you have a very big heart. You are very compassionate. You have a lot of love for yourself, but you also have a lot of love for others. And people take that and they think it's a weakness. And people try and use that against you. When people are using you, they're draining your energy. And so this sabotage might be something that's subtle, where you're not realizing that this person has bad intentions, but this blessing is telling you that they do. And what you need to do with this blessing is stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, because you have the power of your words. So this is telling you to defend yourself. And so this blessing is this lesson of teaching you to defend yourself, to stand up for yourself, and allow yourself to navigate whatever challenge is being thrown your way. This blessing that you're being given is resilience. It's inner strength. That's what you're being given right now. That's what you're going to be able to utilize. Because that's why with this Four of Cups that you were drawn to, here you are, you're focused on what you got. And then you have someone behind you. And this is the obstacle, quote unquote, that Spirit wants you to learn from. Because just because the person's intentions might not be pure doesn't mean that you can't gain something from it. And so that's what Spirit wants you to know, is that not every blessing is going to be handed to you in a perfect shiny gift way. Some blessings are going to be lessons, and it's going to be taking the good from the negative situation. And I feel like that's what's going on in your case. And I feel like the reason for that is because Spirit wants you to know, when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to the things you're working towards, you know what you're doing. You are driven. You have a reason behind it, and you have very solid roots. You know exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it. You have all your answers. And you also are this King of Swords. You have the ability to navigate this waters. You have the ability to be calculating, to be smart. And I feel like you underutilize yourself sometimes because you get so caught up in trying to be the peacemaker or trying to do things that aren't causing any issues for others. And that's because you have a lot of compassion. You love others and you don't want to hurt others. But sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. It's okay to hurt people, not in the sense where you're going out of your way to hurt them, but in the sense where you are not going to let people walk over you and not let them push you around. Because I really get the sense it's here you are trying to do everything for everyone when really you need to say no. And if saying no hurts their feelings, that's okay. Because I feel like people are coming into your life trying to get you off course, trying to get you to do things for them, trying to distract you. And your blessing is realizing, hey, I don't need these distractions because that's not going to help me in the end. I'm going to be the one who's helping myself, because I feel like you are setting yourself up for success. And because of your energy, you attract good people. The reason you're attracting these negative people right now is because the light can attract the dark. But because of your compassion, because of your good energy, you're going to attract the right kind of people. You just got to weed out the ones who are fake, the ones who are two-faced, the ones that aren't actually supporting you, but are actually wanting to take from you and benefit from you. Those are the people that you need to stand up to, and those are the people that you need to get away from. And so that's really where I feel like this blessing is teaching you your worth. It's teaching you your value. And I feel like the reason you're being taught this early on is because if you don't teach this to yourself now, if you don't learn this lesson, people are going to take advantage of you. People are going to be able to benefit from you without doing any work themselves. And so Spirit's teaching you this harsh lesson now so it can be a blessing, so later on down the line someone doesn't take more advantage of you and actually ruin things for you. Right now, this is pettiness, this is stupidity. It's not really anything that's going to actually succeed in sabotaging you. And that's why this is going on now. And that's why law is not justice. Rules that are not fair, because this situation isn't fair, but it's teaching you that not everyone is fair. Not everyone plays by the same rules. Some people are going to think that they're better than you. Some people are going to judge you and try and take advantage of you. And so you need to be aware of that. And so you can be kind, you can be compassionate, but also look out for people and see their true intentions. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt 20 times. If you want to give them the benefit of the doubt one time, okay, but then learn from that. Watch their actions. Pay attention to people's actions, not just their words, because the power of words, sometimes people can say things with their words that they don't mean. They can lie, they can manipulate, they can choose their words carefully. So really watch actions. That's where you need to embody this King of Swords energy and be very smart and calculated with the things that are going on in your life. And with the Seven of Wands, this is about protection. This is about defending yourself. So don't be afraid to put boundaries up, to say no, to be a little bit harsh and blunt with people and call people out. I really get the sense that sometimes you're a little bit too naive with people, or you act too much like a pushover. And so this blessing is teaching you that if you do that, you're always going to be run over. You're never going to get where you want to go because everyone's going to be pulling you 20 steps back. So you really need to draw your line in the sand and plant your roots and stick to your boundaries and make them firm, where people aren't going to be able to get under your skin, where people aren't going to be able to pull at your heartstrings and get you to agree to things that actually don't help you. Because yes, it's great to be compassionate to people. It's great to help people out. but you should do that on your own terms when you have the energy. It shouldn't be when this person comes to you, you always give in to them. And I feel like that's what's going on now. And I feel like this person could be someone that you've known for a long time because of this spider here. It's almost like they got you in this web, they got it all tangled, and it's like you don't know how to stand up for yourself. And Spirit's giving you this situation to say, yes, you do. You don't want to. Right now, you're very emotionally tied to them, and so you feel bad, you feel guilty trying to set these boundaries. And Spirit wants you to know it's okay to set these boundaries. It's needed. And so don't allow the past or the history with this person to make it where you are not standing up for yourself, to make it where you are being very emotionally manipulated by them, because that's not going to do you any good. You can help them out when you have the time, when you have the energy, when you want to, but every time that they need help, they don't always have to come to you. They can rely on other people. And so don't feel like you're obligated or you owe them anything, because if you went to them, I don't feel like they would help you the same way. And that's what you need to remember. Only give to others what you would get back. Don't extend yourself further if there's no reward, if there's no payoff for you. Things need to be mutual, and this feels very one-sided. And so this blessing is teaching you through this harsh lesson that some people in the world don't have your back, that they're not going to be compassionate for you, that they're going to take advantage of you. And that's really what you need to learn right now. And I feel like by learning this lesson, it's going to make you a lot stronger. It's going to make you more independent and more self-efficient, and it's going to help you set better boundaries so you can actually get where you want to go, where you can navigate these obstacles, where you can overcome these challenges and actually be able to get where you want to be. And then in the future, when you encounter people who maybe aren't trying to sabotage you, but definitely aren't trying to help you, you are going to be able to work around it. When you have problems that arise with your purpose, you're going to be able to find a solution because you know that you're resilient and that you're going to be able to find it within yourself because you were smart and you were looking at things and you are having an open mind where you were seeing a new perspective for things and you are observing everything, that you're ready for anything. I really get the sense that this blessing is teaching you how to become more aware and look at things and actually analyze them and figure things out instead of tying up your energy with everyone else and not having time to figure things out for yourself. It's like right now everyone else is using your energy, everyone else is slowing you down, that yes, you're working on your goals, you're driven, you have this compass, but you don't actually have a way to get there because you're not making time to get there. I feel like once you start setting better boundaries with people after learning this lesson, it's really going to help you succeed and propel yourself forward because you're going to have the time and the energy to give to yourself and your purpose. I feel like that's really what you need to do right now, is spend more time focused and working towards what you want instead of allowing all these distractions to prevent you from being able to move forward. And so I feel like you had a little bit of a shorter message, but I feel like Spirit really wants you to know, like, this blessing might not look like a blessing, but in hindsight, it's going to be one. You're going to learn so much from this current experience you're going through. And so if someone is giving you a hard time or you feel bad or guilty, remind yourself you don't need to, because this is good for you and this is healthy for you. Everyone needs to have boundaries in their lives, and there's nothing wrong with you for needing these in your life, because otherwise you're always going to be stuck and stagnant waiting for other people in your life to catch up to you, and you're never going to get what you want. So I hope this resonates for you. I really hope that you start to take care of yourself. If this resonates, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you want to get your own in-depth personal reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family. Also turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I post multiple videos every week, including more pick-a-pile readings like this. I also do zodiac readings and collective readings along with educational videos to help you all on your spiritual journeys. And I'm going to have more videos of mine linked in the cards above if you want to watch them next. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye.